I'm 75 years old, and the last time I saw my daughter, I thought I'd call her back later. I thought I had time. I was wrong. I'm not saying that to sound dramatic. I'm saying it because that moment doesn't leave you once it settles. The house is quiet now in a way I didn't know was possible. Not peaceful, not calm, just hollow. There's a chair at the end of the dining table where she used to sit when she visited. I never moved it. I don't know why. I just didn't. People talk about loss like it arrives all at once. It doesn't. It rearranges the air. When you're my age, the days don't rush. They thin out. They stretch. And everything inside them echoes longer than it should. You probably think a man like me was prepared for this. I thought I was. I built an empire. That's what people call it. A company that started with a folding desk and a borrowed phone. Long nights, long weekends, a calendar that never emptied. In my 20s and 30s, the work felt necessary, responsible. I had a family, I had employees, I had momentum. Saying later felt like maturity. This is the part people don't warn you about. Later becomes permanent without announcing itself. My daughter was born when I was 32. I remember the hospital hallway, the smell, the buzzing lights that never fully turned off. I held her once before I left to take a call. I told myself I'd make it up to her. I told myself I was doing this for her. You probably think intentions matter. I thought they did too. Our house back then was loud. Toys on the floor, crayon marks on the fridge. She used to sit on the kitchen counter while I ate dinner standing up, phone in my hand. She'd tell me about school, about a girl who was mean, about a teacher she liked. I nodded. I listened enough to respond. That's not the same as being there. I didn't know that yet. By the time I was 40, the company was growing. By the time I was 45, it owned me. There was a leather briefcase I carried everywhere. It's still in the closet. The handle is cracked from how tightly I used to grip it. You probably think success feels loud. It doesn't. It feels urgent. Everything feels urgent. I missed school plays because of flights. I missed birthdays because of meetings that couldn't wait. I missed ordinary afternoons that never came back. I don't remember the exact moment my daughter stopped asking me to show up. That's what haunts me. I just remember noticing one day that she stopped telling me things. I didn't notice it when it started. That's important. When she was a teenager, we argued. I thought that was normal, healthy even. She accused me of caring more about work than about her. I laughed once. I regret that more than I can explain. You probably think arguments are what break relationships. They're not. Absence is. The turning point came when I was 49. I remember it clearly. She was standing in the doorway of my home office. Not angry, just tired. She asked me if I'd come to her graduation dinner. Not the ceremony, just dinner. I looked at my screen instead of at her. I said, "I'll try." That was the sentence, the one that never finished. She nodded. That was it. That night, I closed a deal worth more money than I'd ever seen. I celebrated with people who don't remember my name now. This is the midpoint. This is where the belief collapses. I thought providing was love. It wasn't. It was a substitute. After that, Things didn't explode, they faded. She moved out. She called less. There were voicemails I meant to return. They're still on an old phone in a drawer. I can't bring myself to delete them. You probably think you'll notice when someone is slipping away. I thought I would. You don't. By the time I retired, the company had my name on the building. People shook my hand. They thanked me. I went home to a house that didn't need me. The day I heard about my daughter, I was sitting at the kitchen table. The same table she used to do homework on. The chair across from me was empty. The call was short. Too short. There are details your mind refuses to hold. It drops them to protect you. I remember the silence after, how even the refrigerator sounded too loud. This is another thing no one tells you. Grief doesn't scream, it hums. I found her old jacket in the hall closet weeks later, still smelled like her shampoo. I sat on the floor with it longer than I'd admit to anyone. You probably think regret is dramatic. It's not. It's specific. It's a dinner you didn't attend, a chair you never filled, a sentence you kept postponing. If you're listening to this and thinking, that won't be me, I understand. I thought that too. I thought time bent for important things. It doesn't. Here's the quiet truth. You don't lose people all at once. You lose them in installments you barely notice paying. I don't wake up angry anymore. Anger burns out. What's left is this steady knowing. There are conversations I will never have. That's the part that doesn't heal. The empire still stands, it just doesn't speak. There are awards in boxes, plaques with my name engraved wrong. None of them know who I am now. Time feels different at 75, not faster, narrower. There's less room for pretending you'll get to it. If you're still postponing something important, I won't tell you what to do. I don't teach anymore. I just know what silence costs.